Oliver grows up in silence, carving attention in a home that never gives him any. Then, one morning, his father brings home a young woman who changes everything. What starts as curiosity pulls Oliver into a powerful mix of desire, comfort, and confusion. Every glance, every conversation pushes him deeper into emotions as he never felt before. Their connection builds in secret until the moment it is exposed, shaking the fragile world Oliver depends on. The film centers on Oliver, a boy living with his father Mark in a high end apartment. Oliver's mother is not present in his life, and the film shows a household where Mark is often occupied with work or personal pursuits, leaving Oliver on his own for a long period of time. Their interactions are polite but distant, with little emotional connection. One night, Oliver is awakened by sounds coming from another room. He realizes that Mark has brought home a young woman named Melody. This is not unusual for Mark, but Oliver takes note of her because of her youthful appearance and how she behaves the next morning. Melody is quiet, somewhat unsure of how to interact with Oliver, and appears slightly embarrassed by the situation. After Mark leaves, Oliver becomes interested in speaking with Melody. He approaches her and suggests she allow him to draw her portrait. Melody at first hesitates, but Oliver explains he enjoys drawing and that would help pass the time until Mark returns. She eventually agrees and sits for him. During the portrait section, their dialogue reveals that both experience the absence of parent when they are growing up. Oliver learns that Melody had a complicated family background and lacked stable parental support during her childhood. This shared detail becomes a point of understanding between them. The film does not rush this interaction. Instead, it focuses on their conversation, pauses, and observations of each other. Oliver's interest in Melody begins to grow beyond the simple curiosity. He is entering adolescence, and the combination of emotional depression and the new awareness lead him to interrupt Melody's presence in multiple ways. Melody senses this shift but tries to maintain boundaries, speaking to him kindly while also keeping some distance. Their interaction continued in a quiet, observational manner. Oliver starts visiting Melody more often while Mark is away, asking her questions about her life, watching how she moves around the apartment, and observing her as someone different from adult he usually sees. For Oliver, Melody becomes both a subject of fascination and unfamiliar emotional presence. Eventually, Mark discovers that Oliver has been spending time with Melody in his absence, and his response is abrupt. He is upset, not only because his disapproval of Oliver's involvement, but also because Melody did not tell him. The confrontation exposes the underlying instability in Mark and Melody's relationship, which never had a clear direction or commitment. Melody realizes that situation is becoming complicated. She recognizes staying in apartment may create more problems for both Mark and Oliver. As a result, she decides to leave. She does not offer long explanation. She simply removes herself from the involvement. After Melody's departure, the apartment returns to it has usual quiet and detached atmosphere. Oliver is shown processing the experience without the guidance from his father. The film ends with Oliver's returning from his routine, now aware of emotions and boundaries he had not encountered before. The story maintains a steady, observational tone, focusing on Oliver's interaction, the household dynamic, and a subtle shift in relationship rather than dynamic events. Oliver's world shifted in one brief moment and nothing returned to normal. Stories like this remind us how one connection can change a life forever. And if you want more twist, more emotional, and more deep dives, check out next video. Your support keeps these stories coming. So hit the like, drop a comment, and subscribe for another breakdown waiting right from this. For more movie details, please check out the video.